Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's the Bukola Niko Bukola. Yeah, baby's here. Welcome, Jamaica. Yeah. Baby mama is here, and the baby is here too. Thank you for all the congratulatory message. I really appreciate you guys. God bless you. Baby is also saying thank you. Thank you, mommy and daddies, uncles and aunties. Thank you for the gifts. We appreciate everything. We are not taking it for granted. We say thank you, everybody. So immediately I posted that I gave birth, a lot of people have been asking, Bukola, what's the process? My wife is pregnant. I'm pregnant. What should I do? How should I go about it? What are the things to do first? And as a student, what should you do? Should you get in touch with the school? Immediately you know that you are pregnant, just let your GP be aware. Go to your GP and let them know that you are pregnant. Most time they would do tests just to also confirm, because like when I was pregnant, I didn't even know I was pregnant. That one is the story of another day. I didn't know I was pregnant. I just went there like, I'm tired, I'm feeling weak, and the next thing, the lady just said, go and pee in this bottle, madam. I just pee. The next thing, she went to check and she said, madam, you're pregnant. And I was like, oh, what? Nibiti AI and data science still buy me for lower when Python is biting me. How will I be pregnant? It was a funny one. And my husband traveled that time. I had to call it that Egbo. One lot you. He will let it come on locker. Oh, you lock me wale. It's not funny, huh? It's not funny. And seriously, it's not easy. You're a student and you're pregnant. Brace up. The Lord is going to be your strength, but it's not easy. Prayerfully and hopefully it's going to be easy for every one of us, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not easy to be pregnant and at the same time going to school, at the same time writing 3,000 word essays, at the same time coding. It's not easy. But you know, some people are more strengthening than the other. Somebody like me, when I was in Nigeria and I was pregnant and I was working and I was doing business at some point. First pregnancy, I was working. Second pregnancy, I was doing business. This third one, inside cold and being pregnant. Oju merito. But anyway, let me tell you the process. You go to your GP, you tell them that you're pregnant. So they would give you a letter. For us in hall, they gave me a paper to call, to ring the midwife and tell them that my name is this. This told me to call this number. So they asked for my details. They asked for how many weeks did I think I'm gone, then when was my last menstruation. I told them I couldn't remember some things, so I just told them what I remember. And the next thing was that they told me they're going to book me for an appointment, and they asked for my home address. They asked for some things that they gave. I think they sent me a form to fill. The next thing was I got a letter on the postcode. They send a letter to my postcode. Everything here, they will be sending you letter. You shall be getting paper one way or the other. You'll be getting letter. So in that letter, they told me that I've been booked to register at a midwife stuff. It was at Cottingham and the place was too far, so I got there late. I think it was close to school, close to the University of Hull. So I got there late and they were like, I came late, so they couldn't run all the tests. So that day they did a lot of tests. They collected my pee, my urine, they collected my blood. They did a lot of tests that day. So they said they will send the results. They will let me know the outcome of some of them through the posts, the letter. So they will send the letter home. So the next one, I told them that I won't be able to meet up with the Cottingham place, that I would like a place close to my house. So they said no problem, they would put me in line for there's a midwife center at Rainbow Center close to Anlabi here in Hull. So they booked me for that one. Then I got a letter home that I had some issues. I was diagnosed of gestation diabetes, and that has always been me. For my second pregnancy, I've always been having gestation diabetes. So I was ready, because I knew that's how it's always like when I'm pregnant. So I knew something like that would come up. And so if you have any of this issue, immediately they detect it. Yeah. They will not use it to play here. There's no play. They will God. Oju mi ri o with the gestation diabetes. Immediately they booked me with consultants. I met with nutritionist. What is it called? Actually, I met with one of the nurses that were checking me to confirm that the diabetes is not affecting baby. Then they changed my food routine. Before you know it, a lot of things were changed. I will still do a proper video for that gestation diabetes. So let me just give the explanation of when you are pregnant. So after the first letter, they send the letter home. They will also do a test for the pregnancy to also confirm that your baby is not having syndrome. I mean, what is it called? They will confirm so many things. They will check so many things during the pregnancy. So don't be scared. You are not making payments for anything. Your IHS fee has covered a lot of the things you should pay for. So you shouldn't be scared. Just know that your IHS fee will cover a lot of things for you. Then you would when they prescribe medicine for you, you collect it for free because you are pregnant. When if you have anything, it's just free. So don't disturb yourself. Even if you give birth through CS, you don't have a problem. It's free. They will take care of you. When you are pregnant, you are so much enjoy, and the difference is so much. With the baby I had in Nigeria and the one I had here, the difference in delivery, everything, process, everything is different. So just get in touch with your GP. From GP, midwife, they will schedule you for midwife appointments. It depends. If you don't have any issue, if you don't have any ailment, maybe you don't have any, if you don't have preeclampsia, that's IBP, if you don't have gestation diabetes, you might not be scheduled for a lot of visits. But if you have all those ailments, you might be scheduled for a lot of visits. And then I think at the 6th month or so, midwife will come around. They will send a letter that they would like to come around to check where the baby will be staying. They will tell you. They will always inform you that they want to come around. So they came around. I think the first time they came around was I was about to give birth, like 1 month to delivery. They came around and they asked how many people are staying in this house. Then they asked that where will baby be sleeping. I said I've gotten a Adam's basket for him, but I didn't get a cot. I don't want to get a cot because this is my last baby. So they said it's fine. So I got a Adam's basket, and they asked that do I plan to breastfeed or bottle feed. So they'll ask you a lot of questions. They'll ask questions: do you have any history in the house when you give birth, any ailments that affects your children? They'll ask a lot of questions. So anything you say will be used against you. So you have to be careful with whatever you say too, and just be truthful because they're trying to help you too. Then another thing which was strange to me, when I first went to the midwife, I went alone to the first place they did test for me. I went alone, and the next question they asked that, are you sure you have not been experiencing any domestic violence at home? Is your husband not maltreating you? Are you emotionally okay? And I was like, the question looks somehow, but it's true. They just wanted to confirm that you are okay. They need to be sure that you are actually fine to take care of the child. Are you sure that nobody's beating you at home? That they are just trying to watch out for you, even if your husband is dead. My husband was not there with me, but they asked all these questions. So it was not funny. They asked me, so I told them I'm fine. My husband is taking care of me. My Teminico has been trying. So those are the things they will ask you. So don't worry, you'll be fine. Then some people asked that should you tell the school that you are pregnant? you may need to tell the school if you have some assignment to submit, if you have project to write. You may need to let the school know. Not school like that, you let your supervisor or your advisor know that you are actually pregnant. There will be some things school will give you, like if you have assignment to submit maybe this week, you might be given extension 2 weeks. For my school, University of All, it was 2 weeks they gave me for some assignment. Not some, all my assignment I collected extension for it. That was second semester assignment. I collected extension because my mind was not even there. Like, pregnancy show me shaggy. Show me shaggy. Like, I was really down. Reading was not on my mind, so I had to let my supervisor know that I am pregnant, and I had gestation diabetes. That was one of the things that was weighing me down because my food routine had to change. So I told my supervisor. So he told me to take my time. When I'm ready for my project, I should let him know. But at the same time, I don't want to do the project late, so that when my mates are graduating, I will be able to graduate with them. Because there's something you can also take, which is called mitigation. That's if you have mitigation circumstances that maybe is beyond you, like your health challenge, and if it's beyond you, you might take mitigation. Mitigation is different from extension. Extension will just give you 2 weeks extension, but mitigation circumstances is like just like you're pregnant. It's not like they're going to give you leave. No, like the assignment that you're meant to submit in maybe you are meant to submit it. If you take extension, you have to submit it in 2 weeks. But if you cannot meet up with 2 weeks, you can take mitigation. Mitigation will allow you submit in 2-3 months, which implies your mates would have gotten their result, you've not gotten yours. So nobody wants to submit late. Nobody wants to, but it depends. If your challenge is bigger, then you might take the mitigation. I didn't take mitigation. I only took extension for all my assignments. And when it comes to projects, I also told my supervisor. My supervisor was very lovely. He was really holding my hand all through the journey. He was telling me what to do. He told me, Bukola, we're not going to rush it. This is this. If I tell him I don't understand, they are very understandable in this place. Anything you don't understand, let them know. Seek for help. Seriously, that help part is a big deal. Seek for help. Like pregnancy and reading. No be shire. Seek for help. There are days I cried. There were nights there were a lot of nights I was just crying. I was crying because I don't understand some things. I have to call a lot of people. My husband's friend. I have to call a lot of my friends. Shout out to all of them that were there for me. God bless you all. I don't want to start mentioning names. So you need to seek for help. Get your supervisor involved. The end of the pregnancy was when we were really in the project stuff. So I made sure my supervisor know my EDD. He knows my anytime I'm going for appointment, he knows. So he's always carried along. So it depends on you, and it depends on the circumstance. Make sure you just tell your supervisor. Your supervisor is your major person, especially for your project. But if you're not writing projects yet, let your course advisor be involved in the pregnancy journey. Anything you need to let them know, let them be involved. And I've checked with your school if it is extension or mitigation you should take. Please check with your school to also confirm. Then apart from that, you should be fine when it comes to school knowing. But because I've heard of some people that had CS that they had issue, they had to go back, and so it depends. They might have to take mitigation in that area. But if not, I don't really advise mitigation. If you don't have any issue, just take extension and 2 weeks extension for your assignment. So when your mates are submitting now, you submit in the next 2 weeks. So that's all for school being involved. So watch out for the next video. I'm going to explain some other things on the gestation diabetes. I don't want this to be too long, so see you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to send it to somebody that needs this. Some people are pregnant and they don't know what to do next. So watch out for this, my pregnancy series. See you guys later.